Hello friends, welcome to travel with me in Safar Mere Saath. I am your host Harish Dubey. Bhongiri Fort is a fort located in the heart of Bhuvanagiri city of Yadadri Bhongiri district in Telangana.
देवराजसेव्यमान पावनाङ्घ्रिपङ्कजं व्यालयज्ञसूत्रमिन्दुशेखरं कृपाकरं नारदादियोगिवृन्दवन्दितं दिगम्बरं काशिकापुरादिनाथ कालभैरवं भजे. 'Fort is located on a huge rock at a commanding height of 500 feet, and this is only 50 kilometers from Hyderabad. The Bhongiri Fort adorns the place from the time it was built in 10th century. This fort was built on an isolated monolithic rock by the Western Chalukya ruler Tribhuvanamalla Vikramaditya Fort in the year 1076 and was named after him as Tribhuvanagiri. Later it was called as Bhuvanagiri, now as Bhongiri Fort. Some of the inscriptions found in the fort were in Kannada and Telugu language, highlighting the lifestyle of the people of that era. The inscriptions, the architecture, and some sculptures found in the fort reveal that the fort was ruled by the Chalukya dynasty for a long time and then by the Kakatiya dynasty. The stone wall, the steps, through the granite archways, and the crumbling stucco ruins of the later age still adorn the place. Somewhere in 15th century, the fort was ceded to the Bahamani sultans and then was taken over by a local governor. The Qutub Shahis used the fort as a prison for those who aspired to snatch their throne. During the time of the British, the fort escaped their attention and was not occupied. Bhuvanagiri was much ignored after the downfall of the Nizams at the time of communist revolution in the late 1940s. This Bhuvanagiri fort stands as a testimony to the history of Telangana state, which is the epitome of many battles. This magnificent fort, which dates back nearly 3000 years, is home to many astonishing structures. In the history of Bhongiri Fort, there are many folklores. There are many stories about the cities of Bhuvanagiri Durgam. A king of the Chalukya dynasty, Rajayagiri, was looking for a fort on the Mallannagutta. Impressed by the beauty of the mountain, King Rajayagiri built a killa at the fort. When the king, Ainamuliku, gave Bonaya, who had shown such a wonderful place, he gently rejected them and requested that his name and the name of his wife Girramma to be built in together. Legend has it that the city that the king built on their names is today cultured in Bhuvanagiri. However, there is no historical basis for this folklore. Historians say that Bhuvanagiri Durgam was built more than 3000 years ago, and that Bhuvanagiri region was ruled by everyone who ruled Telangana. However, archaeologists say that there are human settlements in the area before the Bhuvanagiri fort. Here, the medieval era burrows, arrows, stone axes, swords, and tombs were uncovered. Traces of medieval human habitation as well as human settlements of the Neolithic age were discovered. Bhuvanagiri fort was a long time ruled by Qutub Shahis. Later, when the Mughals invaded Golconda in 1687, they came to power. Sardar Sarvai Papanna Gaud, who was born in Telangana to a common Kalugida family, won the Origal in 1708 and later took over Bhongiri. Prior to his conquest of Golconda, he had hid all his vast treasures here at the Kalika Mata temple in the interior of the hill. There are many caves and tunnels that have not yet been discovered in this hill. Historians claim that the coins of the Vishnu Kundi period were found here. Bhuvanagiri Fort is an ancient monument built on a monolithic rock fortress about 47 kilometers from the city of Hyderabad. The hill is 610 meters high and is the tallest mountain in Telangana. The mountain is an oval monolithic mountain, and from the south it looks like a tortoise and a sleeping elephant from the west. This is the one of the Anantagiri lines in the Balaghat lines. Bhongiri Fort is said to have been built during the reign of Mughla Vikramaditya, the sixth triangular dynasty of the Western Chalukya dynasty. It is named after him as the Bhuvanagiri Fort, which historians say was popular during the Kakatiyas. The hill has southbound and southeastern passageways. The current route starts from the southwest. Bhuvanagiri Fort is the first steel gateway. It is said that the Nizam built it at his own expense. The entrance resembles that of Fateh Darwaja, the first gate of Bala Hisar in Golconda Fort. Tall walls and spacious rooms are visible in the architecture of Islamic culture.
जय हनुमान जय जय हनुमान जय।
These inner courtyards of the fort include horse shoes, granaries, and military houses. There are many intriguing secret passageways in the fossil under the Rajaprasadas. It is said that no one has yet been able to find where these tunnels go. In addition to this, there are many stone sculptures in the vicinity of the palaces, floral decorations, and Kakatiya style sculptures depicting the Chalukyas. This Bhongiri fort sits on a unique egg shaped rock hill more than 500 feet high. The steps from the bottom of the hill to the top are still intact. At the beginning of the steps, there is a Hanuman temple with two entry points protected by huge rocks. So the fort was considered practically impregnable by invading armies. The splendid historical fort with the awe-inspiring rock and the aesthetically fortified courts which have stood the ravages of time stir the imagination of tourists. A moat that encircles the fort were a vast underground chamber, trapdoors, an armory, stables, ponds, wells, etc. make for fascinating viewing. The view from the top of the surrounding of the neighboring area. The fort is associated with the rule of the heroic queen Rudramadevi, and the countryside is simply breathtaking. The Bala Hisar or citadel on the top of the hill gives bird eye view. Rumor has it that there once was an underground corridor connecting Bhongir Fort to Golconda Fort. There is a statue placed at entry of the fort which came out in nearby diggings around fort. After scaling this highest point, the Bhongiri fort offers a breathtaking panoramic view of the entire region. Tourism department and adventure enthusiasts offer special trekking tours to ascend the fort. Bhongir Fort is considered a popular tourist destination in Telangana, and coupled with a thrilling climbing experience. Can you ask for more? History, exploration, and adventure combined into one. Bhongiri is connected well by roads and train. It is located at a distance of 48 kilometers from the state capital, Hyderabad. You can reach Bhongiri Fort in Nalgonda district of Telangana is at a distance of nearly 35 kilometers to 48 kilometers to Hyderabad and is well accessible by road. As such, Bhongiri is well connected by roadways. It is very near to NH 163. Frequent bus facility is available from Hyderabad, Nalgonda, Hanamkonda, and Warangal too. The nearest railway station is Bhongiri railway station. And for the people who can reach through airway, the nearest airport is Rajiv Gandhi International Airport of Hyderabad. Atop a rocky hill holds a captivating history that has a span of centuries. From its origins under the Chalukya dynasty to its significance under the Kakatiya, Bahmani, Qutub Shahi, Mughal, and Asafjahi dynasties. The Bhongiri Fort history stands as a testament to the region's rich cultural heritage. In 12th and 13th centuries, the Kakatiya dynasty gained control of Bhuvanagiri Fort and played a significant role in shaping its architectural grandeur. The Kakatiya rulers expanded the fort's boundaries, fortified its defenses, and transformed it into an impregnable bastion. With the decline of Bahmani Sultanate, the Qutub Shahi dynasty established their rule in the Deccan region. Bhuvanagiri Fort came under their dominion and underwent further fortification and expansion. The Qutub Shahi rulers recognized the strategic importance of the fort and utilized it as a defensive stronghold. In the 14th century, the Delhi Sultanate, under the leadership of Alauddin Bahman Shah, captured Bhongir Fort. This marked a significant turning point in the fort's history, as it became a crucial military outpost for the Bahmani Sultanate, which ruled over the region. In the late 17th century, the Mughal Empire led by the Emperor Aurangzeb annexed the Golconda Sultanate, which included Bhongiri Fort. The fort continued to play a crucial role in the Mughal military strategy in the region and witnessed several battles during this period.
technology.
Following the decline of the Mughal Empire, the Nizams of Hyderabad, belonging to the Asafjahi dynasty, emerged as powerful rulers in the Deccan. Bhongiri Fort became an integral part of the defense infrastructure and was utilized as a military outpost. Throughout its history, Bhongiri Fort has witnessed numerous conflicts, changes in power, and cultural influences. The fort's strategic location on a hilltop provided its occupants with a commanding view of the surrounding region, making it an ideal stronghold for defense. Initially, Chalukya dynasty, origins of the Bhongiri fort can be traced back to the 10th century when it was built by the Chalukya dynasty. The fort served as a strategic stronghold of defense purposes and stood as a symbol of the Chalukya rulers' power and authority.